We want this to work, honey. So I've said this before on my channel. When I was a teenager, I was really insecure. I was really unhappy. I wasn't happy with anything. I wasn't happy with my weight, my appearance. I felt really ugly. I had no friends. I wasn't doing that well in school at one point. I was just unhappy. And I remember always thinking about what it would be like to be, you know, one of the happier kids for a day. And I was really sad. And I'm really sad now thinking about it, but you know, we're past that now. I think the first time I heard about the law of attraction as a concept, I was in, I think, my freshman year of high school, because we were reading The Alchemist in class and our teacher was, you know, explaining the law of attraction to us in class. Although that was the first time I heard about this concept, I don't think I implemented it until 2 years later, I think. Not sure. So yeah, like I said, I wasn't the happiest kid at all. But in my junior year of high school, I was super invested in this TV show called Gilmore Girls, and I'm sorry about that. People just can't be quiet. But I was super invested in this TV show called Gilmore Girls, and one of the main characters, her name is Rory, and she's like super smart, she's super ambitious, super hardworking, and that's what she was known for. And I really wanted to be that person. So I would always subconsciously visualize how my life would be like if I was a hardworking student, if I got the grades that I wanted, if I was like really ambitious in school. And lo and behold, I did amazing in my junior year. I started my school newspaper. I joined a ton of clubs. I was working on my college applications and things were going amazing. And since I was becoming the person that I wanted to be, I was all around a happier person. But when I say this, I don't mean that visualizing is going to get you what you want like the next day. I did work towards what I wanted. The law of attraction is what helped me visualize what I want, and it pushed me towards getting it no matter what. But with that being said, my first attempt at, you know, manifesting what I wanted, which is basically the story that I just said, it wasn't actually intentional. I didn't know I was doing that, but I did it. And this just goes to show two main things. The first thing is that we're constantly manifesting things into our lives, whether we know that we're doing it or we don't know that we're doing it. And the second thing is that manifestation is a really powerful thing. And so we're always manifesting things in our lives. So the fact that I could manifest that unintentionally just goes to show what I could manifest if I actually know what I'm doing, which is what I'm going to be talking about today. So I'll be approaching this topic in segments. So the first segment, I'll be defining the law of attraction, what it states and how it actually works. The second segment will actually revolve around manifestation and how we can use the law of attraction in our day-to-day lives to get what we want. So what is the law of attraction exactly? It is the law that states that the universe will rearrange itself in a way to get you what you want if you speak it into existence and if you believe that you can actually get it. Basically, what this means is that the energy you put out into the universe, whether it's negative or positive, you actually get back into your life and you're attracting it back to you. So the amazing thing about the law of attraction is that it's actually scientifically proven, even though it sounds like utter bullshit. It isn't. Everything in the world vibrates at a different frequency, right? So, the law of attraction states that if I vibrate at a particular frequency, I attract things that vibrate at that particular frequency. So yeah. So I'm going to be using an example to make this make sense. So you know when you're having a bad day and it seems like everything is going wrong, like nothing's going right, everything's going wrong. Usually when you look at this bad day, it starts off with something really minor, like stubbing your toe as soon as you wake up, or, you know, spilling something on your shirt, or, you know, whatever. So when we let those little minor inconveniences get to us and ruin our mood for the day, we start to attract other things that make our day even worse and worse. So I know that we all feel like when we have a bad day, it keeps getting worse, but think about it. That actually also applies to good days. So if, let's say, I wake up and I really liked my cup of coffee this morning, and I'm like happy about it, and I let it make me happy, there's gonna be a lot of good things happening to me that day. So when we're grateful for the little things, the universe gives us more things to be grateful for that day, or for however long you maintain that mindset. So manifestation is how you apply the law of attraction to your day-to-day life in order to attract what you desire, or more specifically, what you believe to be true. So, for example, there's gonna be a video of examples. I believe that I'm going to be failing all of my classes. That's essentially what I choose to focus on, and that's the energy I'm emitting into the universe. And so the universe will make sure to prove me right, because that's what I believe to be true. So what that means is that if I believe that I'm gonna do really well in all my classes, the universe will also prove me to be right. Everything in the universe is constantly in motion, so what that means is that we're constantly manifesting and we can never stop. And what's important to note here is that the universe cannot differentiate between positive and negative manifestations. So if you focus more on the negative, that's what the universe will provide you more of. And if you focus on the positive, you get more positive in your life. And with that being said, I can't stress the importance of this enough. You need to be aware of what you're manifesting. It's just not a joke anymore. So what that means is that you need to control your thoughts in a way to get what you want. You need to control them to work in your favor rather than against you. And the way that you can do that is by using different manifestation techniques. One thing I do need to mention though before I move on to the manifestation techniques is that the secret recipe to this, or the secret ingredient, let's say, is unwavering faith in that what you want is on its way to you, or even better than that, it's already yours, but you just need to find a way to reveal it. This is because the universe is always listening to our thoughts. So if I want to manifest a new car, but for example, I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to manifest a new car, and but I don't really think I'm gonna get it. Like, this is just for funsies. The universe is gonna prove you right, and you're not gonna get that fucking car. Like, duh. I said you need to have unwavering faith, and it didn't work because you didn't listen to me, so listen to me. On the other hand though, if I believe that my desires are already on their way, and if I put myself in a mind space or a head space to act like I already have this particular thing that I'm trying to manifest, it's coming. It's coming sooner or later, but it's coming. Okay, so we've gotten to the part of the video where we can actually apply this in our day-to-day lives, and it's not just bullshit, it's actually stuff that you can use. So the process is a little strange, but you know, I'm gonna split it up into 3 main things, and I'm gonna be talking about these 3 main things in more detail so that you guys can understand and, you know, all that jazz. So the first step is that you need to ask the universe for what you want, and that is done by manifesting techniques or manifestation techniques. The second step of the process is to let go of, you know, that feeling of desperation that you want it to work, because otherwise it's not gonna work. So you need to let go and just have faith in the universe that it's gonna happen. And the third thing is, after you get it, or even before you get it, you need to thank the universe always for the blessings that you have and the ones that are already on the way. Okay, so for the first step, which is asking, that's where manifestation techniques come in. And I'm going to be talking about 3 of my favorite manifestation techniques that I use to, you know, get whatever I want, basically. So the first manifestation technique that I'm going to be talking about is scripting, and that is my absolute favorite technique, and it's the one that I use the most. And I love it because it puts me in a headspace of actually having the thing that I want, and I don't know, it just gets me excited. And to do this, you kind of need to have a special notebook for scripting, because you don't want to jumble up your thoughts, you get what I mean? You get what I mean. Don't jumble up your thoughts. Get you a scripting notebook, because we want this to work. We want this to work, honey, and get yourself one, okay? Okay, so the process of scripting goes as follows. So let's say I want to manifest my own dream house, okay? I need to think of it before I start because you want to be focused. So I start my journal entry by just putting today's date at the top corner, or I don't know, whatever corner you want. And I write gratitude right next to it. So the entry is about how your day would go if you had that particular thing that you want. So in my example, I would write about how my day would go, like how I would wake up in my new house, what I would do in my new house, how I would fall asleep in my new house, and etc. But there's a trick to this. And let me tell you what it is. It's writing in as much detail as possible in the present tense. Because like I said, you need to act as if you already have it. So in the example of the house that I just talked about, I would include the dimensions of the house, the location, the area, how many rooms, how I want to decorate it, the stuff. And one thing I would need to talk about is how this makes me feel. So you need to kind of employ all your 5 senses and emotion, because that's not one of the senses, but six senses. Is it 6 senses? In manifestation, emotion is a sense, okay? So just remember that. So for talking about how I feel, I would talk about how happy I am to have my dream house, how excited I am to decorate it, how proud I am of myself that I finally could afford this house. You know the deal. And lastly, I like to thank the universe at the end of my entry for giving me this blessing, and I know the fact that it's on the way. And then I like to sign off using my name at the end of the entry. So another manifestation technique is the use of affirmations. And basically what affirmations are is that they're phrases that are said in a way that you already have this particular thing. So for example, if I want to manifest more self-confidence, an affirmation that I could use is, I'm so grateful now that I am so self-confident in the way that I look and the way that I act. I love it. Or if I'm manifesting financial abundance, an affirmation that I could use is money flows to me easily and frequently. Some techniques that employ the use of affirmations are the 3-3-3 technique or the 5-5-5 technique. And basically what the 3-3-3 technique is that it's writing down the same affirmation 33 times for 3 days straight at around the same time. Or 5-55 or 5-5-5 method is the same thing, but 55 times for 5 days straight at the same time. Personally, I keep an affirmation journal because I like to have all my affirmations in one place, and I like to read them whenever I can and add more when I find really cool ones or when I think of really cool ones of things that I want. And the last thing that I want to talk about in terms of manifestation techniques, and it is the most important one by far, is visualization. And I know I'm talking about this as its own technique, but technically it's in like all the techniques, and it is the foundation of manifestation, really. You need to visualize what your life would be like and how you would feel if you had what you were manifesting or what you want. So visualization is kind of like meditation. I would say spend some time alone, close your eyes, whatever, and just really get yourself in the headspace to, feel all the emotions of having what you want. It could be an item, a person, an event, whatever you want, really. And, get yourself in the headspace of having that and how you would feel if you had that. It's kind of like scripting, but, up there. Personally, I like to do this as soon as I wake up or right before I go to sleep, because that's when visualization is the most effective. So the second step after you manifest, or the second step of the manifestation process, is letting go. And basically what this means is that you need to have unwavering faith that whatever you want is on its way. So don't concern yourself about how it's going to get to you or when it's going to get to you or the fact that it might not even get to you. Don't think like that, because that's the way manifestation fails, because you're not doing it right. So let go of that desperation, because when you focus on the fact that you don't have it right now, you emit a sense of lack into the universe, and like I said, what you focus on is what you get more of. And so if you focus more on the fact that you don't have it, the universe will be like, okay, well, that's what you're focusing on, so guess you're not ever gonna get it. You don't want that. I don't want that. No one wants that. What the fuck? Like, why would you do that if I'm telling you right now how to do it? It's gonna work. I promise you. So like I said, always stressing about the thing that you desire and the fact that you don't have it reinforces the fact that you don't already have it, meaning that you're never gonna get it. So when I say focus on the fact that it's already on its way, or even pretend that you already have it, the universe has no choice but to rearrange itself in a way for you to get what you're focusing on, because that's what the law of attraction is. But having this belief that you might not get it or you might get it, you know, manifests just that. You might get it, but you also might not get it. But we want to get it. So pretend like you already have it, and you'll get it. And the last step in the manifestation process is thanking the universe. So like I said at the beginning of this video, you need to thank the universe in order to get more things to be thankful for. And this is so important. Let me tell you, it's so important that the manifestation process will not be complete until you do this. So no matter what manifestation technique you choose to use, it's always important to make sure to thank the universe, not only at the end of it or once you receive it. You need to thank the universe all throughout the process. And by thanking the universe, you are actually attracting more and more of what you want into your life. So for example, if I want to manifest financial abundance, you kind of need to thank the universe for the money that you already do have. Or if you don't have money, thanking the universe for the money that is on its way to you. So yeah, all in all, the manifestation process comprises of 3 main steps, which is asking, letting go, and then thanking the universe. It's that easy, and you can get whatever the fuck you want out of this life. And if that's not exciting, I don't know what is, because honey, it's manifestation time. Anyways, that is it for today's video. I know I've been meaning to make this video for a really long time. Finally, today I decided to make it. I've not been filming that much, but you know, shit happens, I guess. Manifestation has been a topic of interest of mine for a while now, but you know, it's been getting a lot more intense as of recently, so I decided to, you know, share this interest with anyone that wants to know more about it, because I think it's a really useful thing to know, and I think that would have helped me a lot if I had known it sooner. So now I'm sharing it with you guys. It's honestly really crazy how well these manifestation techniques work, and this whole manifestation process. The law of attraction is real. You're always manifesting things into your life, whether you like it or not. But the trick is to do it consciously so you manifest what you want and stay away from what you don't want.